Hello friends, in this video lecture we are going to see vibration of string and problems based on vibration of string. So vibration of string is nothing but a wave equation of or one-dimensional wave equation. So we are going to solve wave equations in one dimension. So first we see what is the actual problem and then see the procedure to solve one-dimensional wave equation. So here I have written solve wave equation or one dimensional wave equation. Del 2u by del t square is equal to c square del 2u by del x square, where c square is equal to t by m is equal to constant, where t is tension on the string and m is per unit mass of that string. Subject to the conditions, boundary condition is u of 0 t is equal to u of L t is equal to 0. So u is nothing but the displacement here. When length of wire is 0, that time displacement is also 0, and when the length of wire is L, that means end points we have displacement is 0. So we have a boundary condition as u of 0 t is equal to u of L t is equal to 0. So both are 0, and initial condition is u of x 0 is equal to f of x, and del u by dou t is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0, where L is length of string or wire. Here we can see in the diagram. So length of wire is L. If we stretch the wire by holding this position, so we have f of x is nothing but the initial condition. Okay, when x is equal to 0, we have displacement as 0. When x is equal to L, we have del u by dou t is equal to 0, or u of L t is also 0 here. So when we release the wire from this position, we have some oscillations like this. Okay, so this represents a wave. Okay, so we are going to solve this problem. Now see, by using method of separation of variable, we can solve above problem as below. So here are two another different methods to solve this problem. One is by Fourier method and one is by Laplace method. So as usual, we have seen separation of or method of separation of variable in this module. So we are going to use method of separation of variable to solve this problem. So problem is del u by dou t square is equal to c square del u by del x square. Let me this equation number 1. Let the complete solution of wave equation is u is equal to t of t into x of x, where t is function of t and x is function of x, which is equation number 2. So this is the main thing that we are having in method of separation of variable. Okay, so del u by dou x square is equal to t into x double dash, and del u by dou t square is equal to t double dash x. Putting these values in equation 1, we'll have t double dash x is equal to c square t x double dash. So after separating the variables, t double dash divided by c square t is equal to x double dash divided by x is equal to k constant, because when the function of t is equal to function of x only if their values should be constant. Okay, so this happens only when k should be constant. So I have written here 1 upon c square t double dash divided by t is equal to k, and in other side x double dash divided by x is equal to k. So t double dash is equal to c square kt, and in the other side x double dash is equal to kx. Therefore t double dash minus c square kt is equal to 0, equation 3, and in other side x double dash minus kx is equal to 0, equation number 4. Now solution of equation 3 depends on the value of k. Here k is constant, that means k is 0 or positive or negative. So basically there arise three cases for the values of k. Case number 1 states when k is equal to 0, then we have t double dash is equal to 0, in other side x double dash is equal to 0. Okay, if we once integrate t double dash is equal to 0, we may have t dash is equal to c1. Okay, if we integrate another time, we'll have t is equal to c1t plus c2. Okay, and in the other side x is equal to c3x plus c4. Hence complete solution is u of xt is equal to c1t plus c2 into c3x plus c4. So this is equation number 5. Okay, now case number 2, if k is positive, that is when k is equal to p square, where p is a non-zero number, that means p is any number non-zero, that means p is not equal to 0, then p square is always positive. Okay, square of any number, any non-zero number is positive, hence I have written here k is equal to p square. Okay, so we have from 3 and 4 t double dash minus c square p square t is equal to 0 and x double dash minus p square x is equal to 0. Now here see d square minus c square into t is equal to 0, equation number 6, and d dash square minus p square into x is equal to 0, equation number 7, where d is nothing but d by dt and d dash is nothing but d by dx. So yeah, you have to pay attention here. Auxiliary equation for 6 and 7 are, for 6 one I have written in LHS left hand side, m square minus p square c square is equal to 0. So auxiliary equation for this is m square minus p square c square is equal to 0, and auxiliary equation for this is m square minus p square is equal to 0. So this implies m is equal to plus minus pc, and in our side, and in other side m is equal to plus minus p. So therefore t is equal to c1 e raised to pct plus c2 e raised to minus pct, and in other side x is equal to c3 e raised to px plus c4 e raised to minus px. Okay, here e raised to minus px. Now hence complete solution of 1 is u of xt is equal to function of t into function of x, and that will be c1 e raised to pct plus c2 e raised to minus pct into c3 e raised to px plus c4 e raised to minus px. So this is equation number 8. Now we'll see the case number 3 when k is a negative, that is k is equal to minus p square, where p is non-zero number. P is non-zero number, that means p square is positive number, and any positive number together multiplied with minus sign will become negative number. So equation 3 and 4 will gives t double dash plus p square c square t is equal to 0 and x double dash plus p square x is equal to 0. Therefore d square plus p square c square into t is equal to 0 and d dash square plus p square into capital X is equal to 0. So these are the equation number 9 and 10. Now auxiliary equation for 9 is m square plus p square c square is equal to 0, and auxiliary equation for 10 is m square plus p square is equal to 0. So m is equal to plus minus IPC and m is equal to plus minus IP. So t is equal to c1 cos pct plus c2 sin pct, and x is equal to c3 cos px plus c4 sin px. Okay, so complete solution of equation number 1 is u of xt is equal to c1 cos pct plus c2 sin pct into c3 cos px plus c4 sin px. So this is number 11. So solution 11 represents periodic nature because sine and cos function are periodic functions. Since periodic functions are present in 11 and it shows physical nature of wave. Okay, therefore equation number 11 is only complete solution of 1. Okay, so we are easily see the equation number 8. This is exponential function, and exponential function doesn't represent wave equation, so equation 8 is not a solution or not a complete solution of equation number 1. And in the other hand, we have equation number 5 also. Okay, so this is algebraic equation, and this one is not an represents a wave equation, so this one is also not a complete solution for equation number 1. So only possibility for complete solution of equation 1 is equation number 11. Therefore, equation number 11 is only complete solution of equation 1. Now we verify boundary conditions on equation number 11. So put x is equal to 0 in 11, we get u of 0 t is equal to, when we put x is equal to 0 in equation 11, so we have sine 0 is 0, so this term 0, cos 0 is 1, so equation number 11 reduces to C3 into C1 cos PCT plus C2 sin PCT, but value from boundary condition u of 0 t is equal to 0, hence C3 into C1 cos PCT plus C2 sin PCT is equal to 0. But for the non-zero solution, we may have sin cos PCT plus C2 sin PCT is not equal to 0. That means product of C3 and non-zero quantity is equal to 0. That means C3 is also, sorry, C3 must be 0 here. Okay, hence complete solution of 1 reduces to u of xt is equal to C1 cos PCT plus C2 sin PCT into C4 sin PX. Okay, let me denote this equation as 11a. Now put x is equal to L in 11a. We may have u of lt is equal to C1 cos PCT plus C2 sin PCT into C4 sin PL, but value of ult is equal to 0, hence C4 sin PL into C1 cos PCT plus C2 sin PCT is equal to 0. For non-zero solution, sin PL must be 0. Okay, if C4 is equal to 0, then entire solution becomes 0, but we are not going to see the 0 solution. We may have a non-zero solution, so for that reason sin PL is equal to 0, hence PL is equal to n pi. Okay, therefore P is equal to n pi by L. Hence complete solution of wave equation 1 is u of xt is equal to C1. Put the value of P here, cos n pi c t divided by L plus C2 sin n pi c t divided by L into C4 sin n pi x by L. Okay, so this is the complete solution of equation number 1. Now we'll see, or after multiplying this C1 to C4 and C2 to C4 and rewrite the equation as u of xt is equal to sin n pi x by L into a cos n pi c t divided by L plus b sin n pi c t divided by L. Equation 11b, where a is equal to C4 into C1 and b is equal to C4 into C2. Okay, now from initial condition, del u by dou t is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. That means we have to differentiate 11b partially with respect to t. So this is the function of x, and this one is remains as it is. This is remains as it is. Now derivative of a into cos n pi ct divided by L is minus a sin n pi ct divided by L into n pi c by L plus derivative of b sin n pi ct divided by L is b cos n pi ct divided by L into n pi c by L. Okay, now put t is equal to 0 in that, so this remains as it is, and in this term if t is equal to 0, then it becomes sin 0, and sin 0 is 0 always, so that here we have, and here if t is equal to 0, then cos 0 is 1, so we have b n pi c by L. Okay, but value of del u by dou t at t is equal to t 0 is 0, hence sin n pi x by L into b into n pi c divided by L equal to 0. For non-zero solution, we may have b is equal to 0. Hence complete solution of wave equation 1 reduces to 11c as n sin n pi x by L into a cos n pi ct by L. Therefore, general solution of wave equation 1 is, okay, here n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on, any values. Okay, here n can have any non-zero value. So n is equal to 1, we have one solution, 1 uxt. For n is equal to 2, we have another. For n is equal to 3, we have another. Okay, so there are infinite solution for this, but general solution is given by sum of all these solutions. So we have written here u of xt is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a n sin n pi x by L into cos n pi ct divided by L 11d. But this is not enough. Okay, now we are to find an and replace the solution by this an. Now put t is equal to 0 to find value of an in 11d. We have u of x 0 is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by L into cos 0, but cos 0 is 1. But from initial condition we have ux 0 is equal to f of x here. Okay, ux0 is equal to f of x in the initial condition, so that we can write here as. And now see next, that is f of x is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by L, multiplying both sides by sin m pi x by L, and then integrating with respect to x between the limits x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L, because length of string is L, hence we can take end points of that string. So integration 0 to L f of x sin m pi x by L into dx. Here I have multiply sin n pi x and then integrate. So in the RHS, summation n is equal to 1 to infinity integration 0 to L an sin n pi x by L into sin m pi x by L into dx. Okay, so I have taken an as constant outside the integration. Now this integration have two values. Okay, as we vary n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on, and here m is constant, so m can have any value 1 to 100, 10, 100 and lakh वगैरह etc. If we have m is equal to n, then value of this integration is L by 2, and if m is not equal to n, then value of integration is 0. Here I have written integration 0 to L sin m pi x by L into sin n pi x by L into dx. Sorry, I have forgotten to write here dx. Okay, so this dx is here, is equal to L by 2 if m is equal to n and is equal to 0 if m is not equal to 0. Therefore, a value of this integration 0 to L f of x into sin m pi x by L into dx is equal to am, because summation is vanished, n is equal to m here, therefore into value of the integration is L by 2. Therefore am is equal to, just transfer this L by 2 into LHS, so and replace the sides. Am is equal to 2 by L into integration 0 to L f of x sin m pi n pi x divided by L dx, or we may replace m by n, because m is equal to n, hence we can write an is equal to 2 by L 0 to integration 0 to L f of x sin n pi x by L into dx. Finally, the general solution of one-dimensional wave equation is uxt is equal to summation n is equal to infinity an sin n pi x by L into cos n pi x ct divided by L, where an is equal to 2 by L 0 to integration 0 to L f of x sin n pi x by L dx. So this is the general solution of given problem, given one-dimensional equation. So let me stop with this. In the next lecture we are going to see more problems.